Hey guys, Immortal Games again. Anthony here. We've got some relic tokens and another box of Dominaria. So we're going to jump right into cracking it open. We're going to start with the tokens, because these I just happened to see. I knew they were out and about, but I wasn't exactly sure what they were until I read about them. So let's see what we got. So it looks like we got Zombie. What's really neat about these tokens is they can be life counters. You can make any power and toughness on the creature. It's pretty cool. You do get 3 to a pack. They come with this little plastic seal on them. It's nice. And they're all foils. So we got a zombie one here. Ooh, look at that. We have a Termagoyf token. I bet that's I wonder if these have values to them. If they do, I bet that one's worth something. And we have a goblin. So 2 pretty common tokens there, goblins and zombies, and then we have a Termagoyf one. So that's awesome. And then here's all the different tokens you can get. Oh look, a Gideon token, Nicol Bolas. I'd like a Nicol Bolas one. So let's see here, move all that junk out of the way and jump right into the packs. We're going to skip the commons for the most part this time around and try to jump straight into the uncommons. So, ooh, there we go. Gilded Lotus, got another one. We're going to put the rares just right in front of the camera from now on. Now everybody can see the rares that we pulled. Throw these off to the side. Everybody's a fan of Gilded Lotus. These packs are set up a little different since the uncommons. So sometimes you'll get 2 uncommons in a row, then you'll hit your rare, kind of like that. So we got a Dreadshade, pretty awesome. Ooh, Quinde. Big fan of Quinde. Because you'll get a legendary creature in every pack. So a lot of times you'll hit 2 uncommons, a rare, and then another uncommon, which is your legendary creature. So nice. There we go. Another Shalai, Voice of Plenty. I like the card. We'll see how it does. Valduk, Keeper of the Flame. We got our Aura guy. And our land tokens. Last time, 3 packs in, we hit a Karn. This time, 3 packs in, we did not hit a Mythic. Not so lucky. That's okay. Super unlikely to hit your first Mythic 3 packs in, so. Chain Whirler. Ooh, Yargle. Glutton of Urborg. Big Ghost Frog. Ghost Frog. Uncommons here. Time of Ice. Sorcerer's Wand. We got more Mending. Like some Mending of Dominaria. Put that down here with the rest of the rares. And we got a Garna. So far this set has been pretty valuable. We'll see. Hopefully this box keeps its value the way the last box did. And then we won't have too much to worry about, I don't think. Well, Stronghold. I believe that's about a $2 rare, so. On Sarah's Wings, we got a foil there. You guys. And Slimefoot, which I'm pretty sure there's a deck being built around him. We'll have to keep our eyes on him. Got Champion again, Sanctum Spirit, and Verdant Force. Seen him a couple times now. We've got our Raft Caption Ship's Mage, and then Island Sapperling. We're all aware of the dance around the commons. Memorial, Curators, Karn's Temporal Sundering. I always thought the art on this was beautiful. It's a really cool looking card. Taking extra turns is always exciting, and returning non-land permanents to its owner's hand is pretty cool too, but for 6 cost, I mean 6 cost to take an extra turn and kick something else back to somebody's hand, you could set yourself up for quite a lot. Foil Cabal Calend. Interesting. And we've got Baird, Steward of Archive. Let's see here. Elfheim. Lingering Phantom. Goblin Barrage, and Teshar. Yay, Teshar. Like Teshar. Not expensive, but he's already got some combo decks being built around him. So that's all very exciting. We have our Tolarian Scholar, the professor's favorite card. Wizard's Retort, Memorial to Folly, and Board the Weatherlight. What do we got? What do we got? Torgar, Famine Incarnate. I like the rare legendaries, but he's not super exciting. We got our Mill Crab. Good old Sarah Angel. Final Parting. Mirari Conjecture. Foil Juggernaut. Legendary Creatures Grun the Lonely King. Land and Token. Pass these commons. So we got Memorial Genius, Memorial to Glory. Ooh, Urza's Ruinous Blast. That's the first one of those that we've opened. Let's talk about it for a second. 4 and 1 white. Exile all non-land permanents that aren't legendary. If this format shapes up to have a lot of legendaries like it looks like, this may not actually end up being too relevant. However, if people stick with the decks that have been good before this set came out, then this is going to see a lot of play and be very relevant. So I'm sure if this becomes too good, people will stop playing what they're playing now. And then we have Arvad. Manipulator, Nature Spiral, Howling Golem. What's our rare? What is it? Demon Lord Belzenok. That's our first mythic. He's not super expensive, but we'll go over him. 6 costs, 4 and 2 black. He's a 6/6 with flying and trample. When Demon Lord Belzenok enters the battlefield, you exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. then put that card into your hand. If the card's converted mana cost is 4 or greater, repeat this process. Demon Lord Belzenok deals 1 damage to you for each card put into your hand this way. He could be good. We'll see what becomes of this guy. We'll see. That pack gave us some trouble. Super pack right there. Super pack. The Eldest Reborn. I like this uncommon. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. Then they discard a card. Then you put target creature or planeswalker card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. I like this one a lot. Thorn Elemental. Helm of the Host. This is getting a lot of heat. 4 to play. At the beginning of combat, on each of your turn, create a token that's a copy of equipped creature, except that token isn't legendary if its equipped creature is legendary. That token gains haste. Equip is 5. But this is so good to make an entire board of really strong creatures. Imagine an army of Belzenoks. Terrifying. 6/6 flying trample, and you get his ability. Ugh. You might actually kill yourself before you're done, or mill yourself out. Who knows? So we got good old Skizzit, we got Shield of the Realm, and the Antiquities War. So pay 3 and 1 blue. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. May reveal an artifact card from among them. Put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Artifacts you control become artifact creatures with base power and toughness, 5/5 until end of turn. This might actually not be a bad finisher if the treasure deck comes back around. See if this card can make that card worth it again. We got a foil. Vidalian Arcanist. Our Tiana's Ship's Caretaker is our legendary. Trying to keep this video a little shorter than the last one for you guys. More trash in my hand. Let's see what's going on here. Spores. Got Diligent Excavator. Ooh, History of Benalia. That card's gone way up in price. This is about $24 right now. It's we should all know at this point. Create 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance. You do that 2 turns in a row, and the knights you control get +2/+1 until end of turn. It's a good thing to have 2 of. We got a Verdant Force as well. Foil, 2 rares, 1 pack. Always a good thing. And then we have Shauna Ceesay's Legacy. Triumph of Gerard, Curator's Ward, and Phyrexian Scriptures. We saw this last box as well. So we have 2 of the same mythics that we saw out of the box. And we have another Slin Vote of the Rising Deep. No Karn this time. Haven't seen a Planeswalker this time, period. Although I'm not complaining now that we pulled a History of Benalia. Lingering Phantom, Goblin Barrage, Rite of Belzenok. I like this one. However, I don't think it's got a lot of value. You make clerics, then you make more clerics, then you get a 6/6 black demon creature with flying and trample, and at the beginning of your upkeep you sacrifice another creature. If you can't, this creature deals 6 damage to you. So it's basically Belzenok number 2. And we've got Danitha. Alright, we've got Skizzit, Board the Weatherlight, Fall of Thrawn. This is the destroy all lands. Each player returns 2 land cards from the graveyard to the battlefield, and you do that 2 times in a row. So this is, I have a bunch of mana dorks, you don't have any lands. That's what this is. And we've got Valduk again, Force and Zombie token. Hey, it wasn't a Sapperling that time. I am thoroughly amazed. Okay. Pausing there to make sure the dog wasn't in plastic. Alright, so we've got a Sentinel of the Pearl Trident, Memorial to War, and Thrawn Temporal Gateway. You can pay for and tap it. You may put a historic permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. This could be very good in the right deck. Imagine taking this. You could cast a Belznok with it. You could cast any one of the giant dinosaurs from the last set that were legendary. There's a lot you could do with this card. Don't even have to dig for the cards, you just have to see it. And we have Hellar the File Fletcher. Look at that. Now, I'm really surprised that they printed Thrawn Temporal Gateway after getting rid of... Oh, what was that energy card? You just cheat out Ulamogs? That basically can do the same thing. Ulamog's a legendary. They wouldn't do the same thing twice, but, you know, mistakes are made sometimes. Do that on turn 4 as well. You got Amaranth and Maul, Valid Soothsayer, and Hinterland Harbor. We'll take it. Lands are always welcome. Guard of the Blood Flame, Mountain of the Sapperling token. Here. So we've got, I believe, the first Wizard Lightning that we've ever opened out of a box and a half. So I ordered 4 of these. It doesn't really matter at this point. We have the Zalfrin Void and Gaia's Blessing. That means we're going to have a legendary rare here. Oh, it's a Foil Swamp. Where's our rare? Traxos, Scourge of Krug. It's interesting they're laying the foils before the rares, even if it's a land now. So we got another. Oh no, that means a regular land. Foil land can take place of your regular land. Anyways, Traxos, yeah, trample 7/7 doesn't untap. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. It's a slow climb at this point to make our value back, but we have a couple of cards that are worth. We're nickel and diming our way there. History of Benalia is making that climb for us, though. Fight with Fire, Thorn Elemental, Haphazard Bombardment. That's a couple cents. Throw that over here. We got another Quinde. Quinde is a big Quinde. Land and token. Commons, once again, Sarah Angel, Valid Soothsayer, Memorial to War, who's our legendary, Ever Halcyon Witness. We haven't pulled her yet. 4 and 2 white, lifelink 4/4, pay for it, exchange your life total with Ever Halcyon Witness's power. You could pull off some really silly stuff with this, or get yourself killed. You never know. No Mox Ambers yet, people. Those must be some rare cards. Alright, got Urza's Tome, Delgin Excavator, and oh, Shield of the Realm. Here we go, here we go. What is it, what is it? Naban, Dean of Iteration. 1 in a blue, 2/1. Wizards come in, triggers twice. All triggers trigger twice. Let's see what we got. Fungal Plots, Sarah Angel. Wait a minute. Let's see where we're going. Ariel, Knight of Windgrace. 2 white and black, Vigilance, 4/4. You can pay 2 and a white, tap it to create a 2/2 white Knight creature token with Vigilance. Pay black and tap it, tap X, untap Knight you control, destroy target creature with power X or less. Not too bad if we're making the Knight deck, I don't think. We got Land and a Saproling. They only give you so many Saprolings because they expect you to make the deck. They want you to, they expect you to. It's basically a given at this point. So we've got Chainer's Torment, Jorah's Familiar, Tempest Djinn is our rare. Flying, +1/+0 for each island. Basically just gets killed by every other flyer. And then our legendary is Tiana again. Got a Forest Elemental token. Okay, let's see. Here we go. We've got Memorial, Flame of Keld, Isolated Chapel, we got a land, ding ding ding. Okay, it's about $5. And then Adelies, the Cinderway, we got our Wizard Leader. And then Plains Knight. Opening up, close them down. We've got Cast Down, which I don't believe we opened a lot of those, so that's good. Gaia's Blessing, let's see if we open a rare. Daring Archaeologist, 3 and a white for a 3/3. When Daring Archaeologist enters the battlefield, you may return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand, and when you cast a historic spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Daring Archaeologist. Not terrible. And we've got our Urgoros and Island Saproling. We got about 2 more rows here. Let's see. Untamed Kavu, Salfern Void, Josu Ves, because it's a 3 of him. I still like Josu. Got them zombies. We got a foil Urgoros, another Yargle, Plains, and a Saproling. Oops, knocking the cards off over here. Memorial to Unity, Joyra's Familiar, the First Eruption, 1 damage to each creature without flying, adds 2 mana the second time around, and then if you sacrifice a mountain, it does 3 damage to each creature. Red board wipe. We got another Shinsuke Nakamura over here, and then these 2 cards. Alright. In Bolus's Clutches. Settle the Score. And Banalish Marshall. Other creatures you control get +1/+1. 3 white. I don't think we pulled very many of him, or any of him at all. We got Blessed White Foil. Another Rona for our uncommon legendary. And our land token. Doesn't look like we are getting that Mox today. We all know the Mox is going to become super expensive. Another Cast Down. on Sarah's wings. Another Mending a Dominaria. Put that up there with the other one. And we got a Rav caption. Alright, last results. Chainers, Flame of Keld, Jai Ballard. It's a Planeswalker. It's cheap Planeswalker, but it's a Planeswalker. So we'll take it. I think she's about $6. We'll go over real quick. She costs 5. She's 2 and 3 red. 5 loyalty. +1 is add 3 red mana. Spend this mana only to cast instants and sorcery spells. +1 is discard up to 3 cards, then draw that many cards. And you can -8 to get an emblem with you may cast instants and sorcery cards from your graveyard. If a card was cast this way, it would be put in your graveyard. You exile it instead. So she's kind of this red spell-casting Planeswalker. Doesn't do a lot to protect herself. However, to be able to play her +1 and immediately pop out another spell, it's pretty good. So, I mean, if anything, you could play her, +1 her, and then throw out the first eruption right afterwards. That's not terrible. So, well, that's not a spell actually, so I guess you really couldn't. You'd have to find a different spell to cast. And then we have Danitha. We got a Cobble War Chief, Sorcerer's Wand, and Sulphur Falls, the most expensive of the dual lands. I believe this one's about $11, so that'll help us out. Halar, and there we go. That's the last one, y'all. Last pack. We got this. Open it super slow. It's gonna have a Mox in it, okay? We need all your wishes. Get to Dub, Relic Runner, Fire Elemental, Adventurous Impulse, Divest, Rampaging Cyclops, Rescue, Blessed Light, Yavimah Shepherd. Here we go. It's Sap Herd, actually. Wizard's Retort, Weight of Memory, Sapperling Token, Island. Let's see if we can slide something else out from here. Oh. Grun. Here we go. It's the last rare. And it's a Steel Leaf Champion. That's pretty good. So he's only our second Steel Leaf Champion. That's about $6. But he's a 5/4 for 3 green. Steel Leaf Champion can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. So good, strong elf aggro creature. So that is all of our rares. We really had a good pull with the History of Benalia and our 3 lands, actually. So that's pretty good. I'll have to go through the value and see where we're sitting at as far as that's concerned. But if you guys are enjoying the videos, just make sure to like and subscribe. There's going to be more to come. I'm going to have a dot hack set coming up soon. I've got my 2-headed giant decks to go over, as well as some more content on the way. Thank you very much.